Good morning. Here we go, my friends. Thanks for your patience today. Go ahead and close your eyes, turn within. Let's take 3 deep breaths together. Here's the first breath. And release. Second deep breath. And release. Nice low sigh, long sigh. Third, final deep breath, longest, deepest. And release. Wonderful. Thank you. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to Morning Poems and Prayers for the 23rd, 24th, something like this. 23rd, February 2026. Let us pray in. Thank you for being here. Great to have you. Great to share this time here with you together. Bibbidi bobbidi boop. I am my I am presence. I am my I am presence, and I am one with my Father, Mother, God. I'm also one with the I am presence of every man, woman, and child on earth, the entire company of heaven, the angelic kingdom, the elemental kingdom, and Gaia, Mother Earth. I give heartfelt and sincere thanks for the sacred gift of my life. And of life itself, I ask my I am presence to consecrate every thought, word, feeling, and action, which I express throughout this day with more love and more light for myself and my world. Word, I am word. I know who I am in love, what I am in love, how I serve in love. I am here, I am here, I am here. St. Francis, Lord, make me an instrument of thy peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. Where there is injury, pardon. Where there is doubt, faith. Where there is despair, hope. Where there is darkness, light. Where there is sorrow, joy. O Divine Master, grant that I may not so much seek to be consoled as to console, to be understood as to understand, to be loved as to love. For it is in giving that we receive, it is in pardoning that we are forgiven, and it is in dying that we are born to eternal life. This is Patricia, a prosperity prayer. Affirm daily, I am prosperity. I let go of the misconception that anyone or anything can withhold from me all that this abundant universe has for me now. I am an open door, and all kinds of riches flow to me now. I am an irresistible magnet with the power to draw to myself the supply of all good things according to the thoughts, feelings, and mental pictures I continually hold in my consciousness. I realize that I am responsible for my life, situation, and I have the power to create whatever I wish in my life. As of this moment, I choose to create for myself a life of health, success, happiness, and prosperity. Take a deep breath. I know that this universe is filled with God's abundance, and I accept these riches into my life now. I choose infinite abundance for myself and for all humanity. I know all of my needs will be perfectly met at all times. Rapid changes come in all aspects of my life as I now open my mind to the unlimited resources of this universe. All of my financial affairs are now in perfect order. I love doing my work, and I am richly rewarded, both creatively and financially. I give my love, my gifts, my all, and I am therefore rich, well, and happy now. I am prosperity. Deep breath. O cosmic birther of all radiance and vibration, soften the ground of our being and carve out a space within us where your presence can abide. Fill us with your creativity so that we may be empowered to bear the fruit of your mission. Let each of our actions bear fruit in accordance with our desires. Endow us with the wisdom to produce and share what each being needs to grow and flourish. Untie the tangled threads of destiny that bind us as we release others from the entanglement of past mistakes. Do not let us be seduced by that which would divert us from our true purpose, but illuminate the opportunities of the present moment. For you are the ground and the fruitful vision, the birth, power, and fulfillment, as all is gathered and made whole once again. Take a deep breath. And we will finish up with the violet flame. Yeah, here we go. Also from Patricia. I am the open door for the violet flame. I am my I am presence, and I am one with the I am presence of all humanity. As one voice, one breath, one heartbeat, and one energy, vibration, and consciousness of pure divine love. We invoke the most intensified frequencies of the fifth dimensional crystalline solar violet flame that cosmic law will allow. Beloved Saint Germain and your legions of fifth dimensional violet flame archangels, we ask that you blaze, blaze, blaze this violet flame with the power and might of 1,000 suns, in, through, and around every thought, feeling, word, action, memory, and belief that humanity has ever expressed in any time frame or dimension, both known and unknown, that is reflecting anything less than heaven on earth. Transmute this energy, cause, core, effect, record, and memory, back into its original perfection, and seal it in an invincible force field of God's comprehensive divine love. We accept that this activity of light is being God victoriously accomplished, even as we call. We also accept and know that this violet flame is increasing daily and hourly, moment by moment, with every single breath we take, until this sweet earth and all her life have ascended into the fifth dimensional crystalline solar realms of light on the new earth. And so it is, beloved I am, beloved I am, beloved I am that I am. Take a deep breath. We give thanks, we let it be, it is so, and together we say, and so it is. Nice deep breath. Welcome, welcome. There we go. Thank you. Well, I had every second Monday, my LifeWave team in Australia does a testimonials Zoom call with people that have been using the X39 patch, and it's unmissable for me because it really is the heart of why I'm passionate about sharing LifeWave with people. So, needed to do that, glad to do that, everything good here. Thank you, God. So grateful. I sometimes have 40 people on with me in the morning, and whether it's 10 or 20 or whatever it is, it's just really nice to know that I'm not just a voice crying in the wilderness, that other people are interested in the spiritual goodies that I'm seeking out and wanting to share with you in this powerful time of, as my guides will say, awakening, healing, and growth. And so we dive in once again here. I hope you had a great weekend. Mine was head spinning. Head spinning. I had I'll give you a real brief overview since Thursday morning. Thursday night I was on with DVL and his channeling circle from the UK at 8 o'clock for an hour. And DVL's a wonderful teacher. It's a class by donation. And I've been in his circle for years. We met back in the day with our mutual friend Rhiannon in good old Vienna. So it's just amazing that we've stayed so connected, and there's about a dozen people there. So DVL lit us up one more time. He's asked us, he's being reminded here, which 9 o'clock in the morning and 3 in the afternoon, take a moment and just send some love to the world. Evidently he was in the Merchant Navy, or the Royal Navy, something like this, as a young man, and that was their routine, was that at 9 in the morning and 3 in the afternoon, you made sure that all was well, or you ring the bells saying that all is well. So let's have a think about that. And then Friday morning was a marathon. For me, Friday was looking for the bus to go to Clonakilty, which I found took about an hour walking in the rain, which is a bit of a stretch for a man of my years and my condition at the moment, but there we go. I managed it. Yeah, I'm still working on getting the health and the energy back to where I'd like it to be. But yeah, I managed, and grateful for that, and did Jan's meditation circle, sitting in silence for an hour with our brother Yananda, and I did last week my second interview with him. It's called The Journey Continues, and people have seen it and enjoyed it, which I'm grateful for. And then Mark and I, my friend Mark was there, and we bopped around Clonakilty for a little bit. I'd said to Mark, compared to Bandon, Clonakilty is like being in New York. It's, it's several times bigger and busier and more livelier than little quiet Bandon, which I absolutely love and adore, both of them. But it was nice to enjoy all of that, especially with Mark. Then Mark was good enough to let me make a run to the recycler in the afternoon, which had been needing to happen most of the winter. So there was a van full of stuff, and the guy let us in for a bargain, and it all got sorted. So grateful for that, deeply grateful for that, and because it stays in my next room until I find a better place to put it. It's a long story, but anyway, that was wonderful. And then Friday night I showed Ondine at the library for my Irish film club, and it was cozy, just the faithful, but we watched it, we enjoyed it. It's wonderful to get to walk out my door and see a good movie right down the street on a big screen. And it was an excellent film. It was worth seeing again. Colin Farrell and beautiful young Polish actress whose name escapes me, directed by Neil Jordan, all of that. There's Helen, good morning. Saturday I was invited to sing, but my guitar and the weather did not cooperate. I'm missing a peg on my to hold my string in place, so that needs replacing at some point. And it was a day for the Ducks, but we had the pleasure of Mark and David Brancaleone and Lane and Louise and brother David here, David Jennings, and we all hung out for a good while. There's Nicola, good morning. Just going through my weekend here, and Saturday night was a night off, I think, something like that. I can't tell you what I did at the moment. Probably watch podcasts, which is what I like to do. And then Sunday was the Course in Miracles, the study group for the workbook, and then the text study group on Sundays. So we did 2 sessions of that. And I watched Addie Lambourne's amazing video that Annie told me about from Saturday night, which I had no idea she had a class on Saturday. She drops these things at the last moment, and if I don't check the email, I'm not there, but glad for the tape. It was an hour and something, mind-boggling stuff. And then Sunday was also Speakeasy with Maureen Muldoon, and God, I think that's about it. An evening off, yeah? So here I am, grateful and thankful to be with you. So, but as I said, I was on late this morning because I was on with my, very good. I'll help you out. It's Monday the 23rd of February. Yes, bless you, Nicola. One of my dear friends from DVL's group, I was just talking about DVL's great group on Thursday night. So here we are, my friends. Yeah, it is the last week of this incredibly important and powerful month of February. It turns out a beautiful message from Kristen Husted, who at one point had channeled that California was going to be in serious trouble on the 18th of February, and we dodged that fate, thank goodness. And that was really a bit of a thing. For about 2 weeks, Annie and I were staring out the window, wondering what exactly to do about this, and basically go back to meditation and prayer. And that turned out to be the right answer, thank God, yeah. And Kristen is a deep soul, and I really love and respect this lady, Kristen Husted. Yeah, she owned all of that, and she apologized for her part in it, and she said, guess what, we changed what was predicted, and I'll accept that gladly. I believe that's true. And this is, of course, what Addie and Patricia Cota-Robles and others DVL have been telling us for some time, that we're more powerful than we can imagine. So we're really, we're being asked to up our game, is the phrase that comes to mind. And there are some big challenges in the world. But what I see, I was saying to Annie last night, who had her own weekend. Her son and daughter-in-law and their 3 kids came through town like a hurricane. Three young kids, yeah. And they're getting ready. He's got a new job. Congratulations, Nikki. Well done. He's been working in an ambulance, an ER tech, and really a courageous young man. I mean, I fully respect this guy. He's been scooping bodies off the highway for a living for years, and trying to save people's lives. And that's as tough as it gets. But after a good few years of that and trying to move in different directions with his career, he's found something that he likes very much, and it'll be much easier, and a bit of security for himself and his family while he takes the next step. So here's to Nikki and Edith, who's doing great as well. God bless them both, and their beautiful kids, whose names are going to escape me right now, but Annie's grandchildren. So Annie was catching her breath and counting her blessings in equal measure, and that was all a great fun as well. So what Kristen Husted said, I started to say this, is that it turns out that February 18th was both Ash Wednesday, which is the beginning of Lent for all us lovely Catholics on the planet, 40 days of fasting in preparation for Easter Sunday. And that preceded by Shrove Tuesday, also known as Pancake Tuesday, which I went out and Tig and I had some pancakes, eating in shifts at the very crowded Munster Arms. And but it's also Wednesday, the 18th, was also Ramadan. And so the two of those powerful spiritual events happening on the same day, a day after the annular solar eclipse, really lit everyone up. And of course, there's war and rumors of war, God love us, and all the Epstein madness, give us strength, O Lord. So people, aside from paying the bills and getting the kids to school, people are really coping with quite a lot psychically and emotionally right now. So that's what moments like this are here to help us navigate, myself included. So again, I'm just so grateful for the energy that we're building here, organically, my favorite word, and for all of you that are a part of this journey here with me on Morning Poems and Prayers. Lorna Byrne, you are sparkling, absolutely shining, and you have a beautiful guardian angel right there with you that never leaves you, not even for one moment. Your soul is that spark of light of God, and the light that shines within you is pure and can never be damaged in any way. Should we have that again? Our sister Lorna Byrne, such a sweet lady. You are sparkling absolutely shining, and you have a beautiful guardian angel, right there with you, that never leaves you. I'm in a good mood today. You have not even for one moment, not even for one moment. Your soul is that spark of light of God, and the light that shines within you is pure and can never be damaged in any way. Take a deep breath. So this is a perfect segue, because definitely the soul, every day, channels and teachers are bringing that to our attention. What do my guides say? You have a body and a mind. You are your soul and spirit. Use what you have to remember who you are. This is it. As we were saying in Speakeasy yesterday, it's the heart of the paradox. Here's one from a new poet, a brother, indigenous. He says, the fire is not lit in comfort. It is carried in whiteout conditions. When you cannot see ahead, you return to memory. Survival is quiet. Orientation is sacred. Equa, walk gently. Beautiful. And this is from Brother Neil Walsh. He says, well, I'll just give you his video here.
I wrote it because looking back on my own life, on the early years, hello, I'm Neil Donald Walsh. And if you are a young person, oh, and by that I mean under 50, I'd like to take just a moment to tell you why I wrote a book just for you. A brand new book titled Letters to a Young Seeker. I wrote it because looking back on my own life, on the early years of my adult life, and by the way, I'm now 82, so I consider my early years to be my 20s, 30s, and 40s. Looking back on those years, I can say that I truly wish I had known then what I know now. After what I experienced to be a series of conversations with God, which took place in my early 50s, I began to understand many things which would have made my life easier in the earlier years of my time here on earth. I mean, much easier. Filled with so much more joy, serenity, inner peace, personal fulfillment, and frankly, much less inadvertent hurt that I caused in others. Thinking about that recently, I thought, why not select the most important messages about life that I experienced, that I received in my conversations with God, and put them into a short, to-the-point book for those who are in their 20s, 30s, and 40s now. You know, people who are encountering many of life's biggest challenges and dilemmas, and some of them for the first time. People who are looking for answers. There's no reason for every younger person to have to go through what I went through because of my lack of knowing some basic truths about this encounter that we're all having on our planet. So yes, I sat down and wrote, a little while ago, a book titled Letters to a Young Seeker. And it's just that. It's a series of letters. 21 short letters. 5 or 6 paragraphs in each letter. Each one focused tightly on a life-impacting message from my conversations with God. And each letter is followed by a poem related to its topic, written by my wife, the American poet M. Claire, who turns messages which open the mind into magic which opens the heart. This could be the perfect gift for that young person in your life, or for yourself if you are that young person. The new book, Letters to a Young Seeker, may be ordered now at online bookstores.
God bless you, Neil. Brother Neil, well, conversations with God, my friends, let's take a moment for that. I was living in Kansas City, Missouri, and somebody recommended, I think it was my friend Laverne. Hi, y'all. Who's gone to her reward, God love her, a sweet Southern angel. with a lot of love in her heart. And but I remember finding this on the bookshelf in Kansas City at the library, and reading it, and oh my God, did it start a whole new chapter for me. I can remember reading long parts of his later books in the bookstores, you know, just to get the information. And then I had the pleasure through Agape of seeing Neil speak not once but twice, and what a gentleman, what a sweetheart, what a deep soul, a great joy. So of course it reminds the bookish among us of Letters to a Young Poet by Rainer Maria Rilke, that I think Michael Silverblatt recommended to me when he was working at the Phoenix. Anyway, one good book leads to another, as we like to say, and we have so many ways to find them. I'm being reminded of Jan's recommendation of Autobiography of a Yogi, which is his favorite book to help people get started or raise your vibration from Yogananda. I read that when I was 21, but Jan was sharing it with us, our meditation teacher, at the circle there on Friday, and on Audible it's read by the great Ben Kingsley, which is lovely. All right, let's dive into some Zahara Celestial, Sister Zahara. Calling ourselves back to equilibrium at this point of time is mastery. I don't know about you as you're reading this. I can only share my own experience. Oh, and Tristan Jacobson, hello, my friend. Great to see you. God bless you indeed. Wonderful. Brother Tristan, we have a great interview on Awakened Spirits, the two of us there. Check that out, or I'll repost it. Calling ourselves back to equilibrium at this point of time is mastery. I don't know about you as you are reading this. I can only share my own experience. And it is that now from day to day, I'm experiencing such highs and such lows. This, I feel and think, is a whole new level of accelerated, soulful, enfolding evolution. Beautiful. The amount of profound realizations that are occurring now, every day, it is not possible to keep track. For the mind to keep track, there is a dissolving of the ego at such a heightened level that I honestly do not know who I am. And that questioning part that does not know is ego. Yes, long and deep conversations about the ego, of course, in the course yesterday with Mia. Alongside this acceleration is a slowing down. As the ego is dropping away, there is a stillness. At some point, I imagine there will be a coming together of these different speeds. You know, where am I? Of these different speeds and rhythms. This, for me, is the magical, creative, divine inspiration. Beyond the ego control, beyond what we might even imagine, there is a powerful releasing. Terence McKenna's quote, he says, life is not only stranger than you imagine, it's stranger than you can imagine. Today the weather mirrored my desire for a softening, and it has been so long since I saw the sun. Today I could see color. It is as if I have been in a black and white world. I relate to that. The spring flowers, and it's dark out there right now, the spring flowers are blossoming, and I saw 2 bumblebees. The toads are migrating to the ponds at night, singing to the stars and moon. And the skylarks are tumbling high in the skies as their song reaches great heights and lows. Beautiful. And so I walked for 2 hours or more, allowing my body and nervous system to root deeper into the divine presence of the eternal now. Allowing and welcoming with the breath, I was aware that my perception had widened. The energy that is being pushed by the inverted matrix of fear is pervasive, obvious, and subtle. To be in nature, come home to ourselves, is beyond words. One word is beauty, another is love. To be in nature is vitality, especially now. Is vital, especially now, I think you mean. As we expand, we are becoming more sensitive. And here is another part of the mastery. That's beautifully said. We're becoming more conscious of where we place our attention. As we expand and sensitize, our attention becomes the sacred boundary, the conscious placement that calibrates and protects our sacred energy environment and correlated reality. For now, I am finding mind, body, soul cannot stomach anything that is not in resonance. This dissonance is not weakness, it's empowerment, awakening. And the density realizes this, and so many might feel this noise as invasive and pervasive. Oh, I'm sorry, I just lost my place there. Moment, please. Okay. We are becoming more conscious of where we place our attention. As we expand and sensitize, great word, our attention becomes the sacred boundary, the conscious placement that calibrates and protects our sacred energy, environment, and correlated reality. For now, I am finding my mind, body, soul cannot stomach anything that is not in resonance. This dissonance is not weakness, it's empowerment, awakening. And the density realizes this, and so many might feel this noise is invasive and pervasive. And we know we are empowered. Okay, we know we are the living secret. We are the key into the softening of graceful strength. Beautiful. 2 more paragraphs here. We have all the time in the world. We have burst the bubble of illusion, so the everyday does not have a separation from spirit. These words come to mind: amplification, intensification, and initiation. That's very powerful. Hence, allowing space for calibration, softening is so needed at this time. Yeah, integration is the one that comes to me for this, Sahara, as well. That's all really well said. I felt truly blessed to live so close to nature and have the space to be, where we can be in tune with nature, singing, sounding, the dissolution and the stillness, the acceleration and the softening, the not knowing, opening into vast creative possibilities. Take a deep breath. Okay, here's one from my guides from a few years ago, from 2020. Can you imagine? February. We love you, we honor you, we celebrate you. We know you in your practice of your spiritual path. You are building your temple of light, and each time you step into it, it becomes more real, powerful, and beautiful. Your world is truly created from the inside out, not the outside in. The outside is the response. The inside is the intention, the desire, the belief, the willingness. Every time you go within, you are helping the world and everyone you care about, love and interact with, cleaning your side of the glass, helping others to see, sense, and know that there is something different about this one, something new here, a sense of calm in the storm, and of peace in the midst of chaos, of possibility in the midst of all the many dramas. When you give yourself to God, Goddess, all that is, you will always come back into the present moment, renewed, refreshed, and truly reborn. Divine love, take a deep breath. Thank you, God. Bippity boppity boop. Let's have a little Bhikkhu Panakara.
I was an engineer too. But if we treat the people really bad way, in a not a nice way, then we are not better than anyone. So, in this life, as a human beings, we are the same. It doesn't matter what background we have, faith or belief, skin color or languages we speak. Is that right? It doesn't matter, because we have the same blood color, which is red, and the same taste of tears, which is salty. We have nothing else. And then when we die, we go to one place. Either the cremation or you bury it yourself is filled, going back to earth, fire, wind, and water. These four elements created us. And then when we die, we go back to those four elements. That's the end of the one life. Nothing else. All those money, everything that we have in life, we cannot bring it with us. Even the button on the shirt that we are wearing every day, we cannot carry with us. But there's something that you carry with you to every life, which is all those things that you have cultivated, committed, or have done it in this life. In order for us to know our future life, see what you are doing right now. That will tell us that's your future life. And because of all those things that we are doing every day, a lot of nonsense things, necessary things, is not necessary, but we have done a lot. Well, there's a lot of things that we should do, and we didn't even have time, we didn't even want to put some effort into to do it. Let's say peace. Peace is something that everybody are worshiping every single day. That I mentioned that at the capital of Alabama. I said, we are going to churches, temple, different faith, different beliefs, different religions. We are worshiping every day and practicing every day. But in common, we all have this only one religion in this world. That every being, every human being is worshiping that religion. It doesn't matter what we are, who we are. We still worship in that one religion, which is the religions of loving kindness, compassion, and peace. Is that what we need? Is that what we are looking for every single day? Then we have the same common religion that everybody worshiping, and that temple is right here. Is that right? It's always here. We don't have to go anywhere. But we always forgot this. We go to everywhere in this world, go to the temple, go to the churches here and there, but we totally forgot about this temple. And now, just one mission that I came up with after 3 years of thinking about it, work for peace. And certainly all the people coming out for this to support. And we are very honored and grateful that our government official also joined in this mission to support us as well and walk with us. All these right here means that we are not walking alone. All government official and everybody are walking with us. Is that right, sir? Yeah? Yes. So we all have the same common mission, which is that everybody needs. And we don't want just the venerable monks who walk along in this journey. Because only the venerable monks, we cannot change anything. It's required every single being on this earth to walk together. Because peace is a practice. This is not something that somebody bring in it. to us and then drop it at us or hear peace, then we be at peace. No. This is something that we have to put more effort into it every day. And those effort means that we have to purify our mind. We have to know when it's enough. We have to know what we should and shouldn't do. We need to stay away from unnecessary things and focus on the main things that we need to do, which is peace. The year of 2006, I didn't realize that I've lived in the United States for 30 years already. After my family moved from Vietnam to Fort Worth, Texas. 30 years is a long time. And now we almost died. And we are all going to be there soon. We don't know when, right? Within any second. So what if we die without peace of mind? We waiting for people to send us the cards saying rest in peace. Yeah? Of course, we cannot be rest in peace. Because when we still alive, we are not at peace. So when we die, we cannot rest in peace. Right? So we have to change our life now. How many of us willing to change our life from now? It means that we have to practice mindfulness. And believe me, mindfulness is not for Buddhists. It's for all beings. Because this is for all beings, not just for Buddhists to breathe, right? Breathing is for all beings. We have to breathe in and breathe out every day, every second, to survive. And that is what we've been doing, breathing in and out just to survive. But we don't even know how long or how short our breath is. We don't even pay attention to our breath. We don't even know how to breathe the right way. And when you are angry, when you're afraid, then you breathe what? Very fast and tight. We barely have time to pay attention to all those. And here we are just to show you the key message, which is your breathing method, mindfulness, to change your life. To change your life. Instead of just breathing like a robot, now we add awareness to it. That's it. Just add awareness to each and every breath going in, each and every breath going out. You breathe in, you're aware of that breath going in. Breathe out, aware of that breath going out. Pay fully attention to each and every breath. That's it. Just right here by the nostril. When you breathe in by nostril. So in and out, just right here. We just put our attention right here, concentration right here, just like a gatekeeper. The gatekeeper knows who's going in and who's going out. Right? So, one breath going in, knowing that there's a breath going in, a breath going out, knowing that breath going out. Just knowing that breath going in and out is what we need to do. And of course, our mind is like a monkey. That monkeys would keep jumping here and there. Who haven't eaten yet? Are you hungry? Yeah? Okay. So for those who haven't eaten yet, you're hungry now. Let's say if I ask you to close your eye and then meditate, breathe in and breathe out, probably hamburger gonna pop up in your head. All those things is happening when we have desire. When we're hungry or when we're full, we think that our stomach is not so well or something like that. And anything that we associate it and talk about it within our life, now that when we focus on one thing, which is our breath, this is only one job now. We are not multitasking ourselves anymore, right? We pay attention to our breath only, and this is when you can see your thought. Thought has been always with us, it's popping up rapidly just like that. It's just that we don't even have a pure mind or a second to stop from doing everything just to look at it. That's why we cannot see our thoughts. But now when we let go of everything and then focus on our breathing, this is when you only have one job, and this is when you can see your thought. Thought about the past, thought about the future. But while this present moment here and now, we are not living in, which is necessary for us to do. Living in this present moment here and now.
Take a deep breath. That's our brother, Bhikkhu Panakara. Bhikkhu Panakara. It takes a little practice. Yeah, take a deep breath into that. His vibration, his energy, his consciousness is so beautiful that it just gets me every time. Really powerful, really beautiful. Moving on. We'll come back to all that, of course. Yeah, it is our sister Ali Ray's birthday today, February 23rd. So a beautiful happy birthday to Sister Ali Ray. And I'll give you the message she shares here for us today. I've been sharing Ali Ray's posts for, I'll bet you, nearly every day of the last 10 years. She says, this is the season where beautiful soul family and friends have asked if they may send me birthday messages here. I have made it possible for those who wish to add your heart here on my wall. And even without a message, I feel you and I deeply appreciate you. I'm feeling so grateful, so truly and deeply grateful for absolutely every beautiful heart who shares loving friendship with me here. Thank you, you my cherished friend, family of my heart, for your presence in my life and the radiance of your heart, and for your magnificent being. You are a blessing and a gift. You are a beautiful flower in the garden of my heart. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I so love you. We are one. Ali Ray. Take a deep breath. Okay. A few more here as we finish up. I just saw a great one by James Redfield. Can you imagine? And it goes like this. Refuse to internalize the idea that nothing will change. With love and light, James Redfield, thecelestinevision.com. And it goes like this. He says, in times of collective shock, when people aren't visibly in the streets, it can be easy to interpret silence as apathy. But shock itself causes us to pause. And when the larger picture is still emerging, there will naturally be a period in which people are processing reality, researching, noticing patterns, sharing findings, and joining the dots. Furthermore, as we navigate unprecedented times, part of the work is discerning what meaningful, effective action actually looks like in today's world. Hopelessness can feel like realism when the nervous system is overwhelmed, but it isn't truth. Not all resistance is loud, and not all collaboration looks like a crowd. Inner sovereignty is of the highest importance right now. Keep your inner narrative aligned with the greater good. Keep your inner narrative aligned with the greater good. There's a sentence. And refuse to internalize the idea that nothing will change. We've only just begun. James Redfield, take a deep breath. My quote is, it's just getting interesting. Absolutely, brother. Thank you for that. And Charlotte Emily Rose is doing her thing out there in India again with the water. God bless you indeed, which is wonderful. Shout out to Charlotte Emily. Find a little message from her. We're nearly there, my friends. Coming down the home stretch. Tim Wilde. Okay, has an event. Practical Ascension. All right. Workshop tomorrow, 17th. No, that's happened. Okay. Okay, one more from Lorna Byrne. We get a Lorna Byrne bookend here today. Start and finish. The birth of all children is a reminder to all of humanity about how precious life is, how pure and how beautiful it is, and what we should always be there, and that we should always be there to protect the children of the world. So today I would love everyone to think about how precious each and every child is. It doesn't matter what country a child is from, the color of their skin, or what religion or group they might belong to. All children are precious and deserving of love and safety, and all children, just like you and me, are children of God. I would love the leaders of the world to remember that as well. Life is not about power and money, or greed and control. All our leaders are meant to do what is right and best for everyone, for all the people of the world, for the children of the world, to protect us and help us live good lives. We should all always want to see a smile on a child's face, become more compassionate, more loving, and reach out to your neighbors, to your friends and family, and even the stranger. Reach out in love. Choose to forgive, and let those chains fall away from you. Blessings. Lorna Byrne. Take a deep breath. All right, my good friends, I think we'll finish up with a little channeling and wrap it up for this morning. Thank you for your support and interest in morning poems and prayers. We're in our 10th year here, and we're carrying on, as we say. Yeah, getting on with it is the English-Irish phrase here, and it's a pleasure to get to share all these powerful messages from all these wonderful guides, guardians, teachers, and friends. And for your good self, you're adding your light, your love to the equation. You matter. You make a difference. Your thoughts, words, and actions are vitally important. And as every teacher I have has said, you're not here by accident. This is your time. Here's a last one from RAYE, and then I'll channel out here. She says, "Beloved family of light, please join me in sending your light, love, prayers, and blessings to those around the world who are experiencing all manner of shifts and transformation at this time. Together we hold the earth, all her kingdoms, and one another in our hearts, in peace, in grace, and in love. May the love, light, and grace of God be known with all, with every breath. All are so very loved. All are held in the very heart of God. In faith and love we are. Only love, God is real. Glory, glory, glory to God. Love is, love is, love is. God is, God is, God is." Excuse me one moment before I finish up here. No, the water has not been sitting on the stove cooking the pot for the last hour, thank goodness. All right. Yep. Taking care of business. Here it comes. Close your eyes, turn within, take a deep breath. You're invited to share this video, to subscribe to me on Substack, to make a donation to the PayPal, or to consider having a one-to-one session with me and my guides. I've been channeling these guides, my higher self, soul, and spirit, I call it, divine love, since 1992. Goodness gracious. All right, it's a pleasure, it's a joy. Go ahead and close your eyes, turn within. Take a deep breath. All right, God bless you, dear friends. So we come through the channel here to you, to your heart, soul, and spirit. God bless you indeed, to help you to awaken, heal, and to grow in this time of power, redefining in your lives, redefining in your world where it is, what it is, who's got it, who doesn't have it, what is the essential nature of power and of being empowered. God bless you, dear friends. And of taking your power back. We say no one can take your power from you, you can only give it away. You must take it because it is yours, dear friends. The power that is within you. You must accept it, better said here. The power that is within you is something you must learn to accept if you truly want to fulfill the greatest role of initiation and activation for yourself and for your world. To rule in hell, to serve in heaven, dear friends. These are the choices. And so hell is being exposed in your world right now, dear friends. There really isn't a better way to put it. And it is heartbreaking and shocking and upsetting and difficult and challenging and too much, overwhelming, dear friends. Yeah, sometimes, yeah. Take life in small doses from time to time, dear friends. But process what you have experienced and perceived, because it's there to empower you, dear friends, believe it or not. When tragedy lands on your doorstep or on your screen or in your home, it's not there by accident, dear friends. It's there because the light and love within you is asking for an opportunity to come alive, to awaken, to express more of those beautiful gifts, talents, and abilities that you all possess in great abundance in, through, and as the experience of your life and the living of your life, dear friends. In other words, simply put, to be yourself, as paradoxical as that is. And so you have the beautiful energy of Bhikkhu, who is teaching you here, reminding you to come to self, to come to center, to quiet the mind and open the heart, to see and celebrate and acknowledge the goodness, truth, and beauty of your higher self, soul, and spirit, of your very self, dear friends, in, through, and as your life once again. So know that, K-N-O-W, know that you can and will overcome the darkness in your life and in your world. Goodness and truth have always succeeded. They will always succeed. And it will take great courage from time to time to believe that, to trust that, to express that, to experience that, dear friends. We love what's been said here in so many ways, dear friends, especially this comment by the author James Redfield. Humanity is on the back foot at the moment. There's many things happening that are upsetting, challenging, difficult in Palestine, in Iran, in Ukraine, in a dozen other places, dear friends. And you're a part of that energy. You're seeing things more quickly than ever before. You're feeling more connected than ever before. And the irony and the paradox, dear friends, is systems that were built to control you are setting you free. And where you were meant to be put asleep and stay asleep, you're all waking up now. And so the cat is out of the bag, dear friends, yeah? The darkness operates in secret, secrets and lies, dear friends. Lies that people tell to themselves and tell to each other. But the truth, the sun and the moon are not long hidden, is the quote from the Buddha. And so they are all returning, dear friends, at the perfect moment, for the perfect opportunity to shine your light and share your love, dear friends, as we like to say quite often and with great enthusiasm. You came to this time and space for the opportunity, dear friends, to know yourself as never before and to help humanity awaken to its sacred and holy divine nature, dear friends. And there is a perfect reminder as well that the celebrations, Zahara and others, are rightfully and appropriately reminding you of the beauty of the natural world, of Gaia, Mother Earth, and all her creatures and creations, is the reflection of your truth and of the truth that sets you free. that you are here for a season, a reason, but a short time, as our brother has reminded you, before your flame is blown out. So let it light the path for you and for those in your life through kindness, through compassion, through mercy, through understanding, through wisdom, through love, through peace, and through courage, honesty, and a willingness to forgive and be forgiven. Everyone, dear friends, makes mistakes, acts out of fear, is selfish at times, is confused at times. The question is not, have you made a mistake? The question is, what will you do with your mistakes? Will they, like Bhikkhu, give you the added impetus to share who you are with the wider world, to be free of the illusion of pretense and performance, and to return to the freedom of authenticity and integrity and simplicity? Dear friends, you are that which you are seeking to become. And outside of time and space, you remember this, you realize this, and you return this to the earth through your love, your light, through your higher self, your soul, your spirit. God, Goddess, all that is, surrounds you and supports you with the love intelligence that governs the universe. You are the creator. You are the way shower. You are the light of the world. Be that, and know true peace and true freedom, and let the world celebrate you on your birthday or your rebirth day. Every day is a gift. Seize the opportunity and share your love. With all of our heart, we love you so. Peace and blessings. Give thanks and be free. Namaste. Okay, my friends. It's a thing. There it is. I appreciate the reminders. It's not always easy, but it gets simpler. Peace and blessings. Have a great day.